early morning. Move that over about like so. Or about like so. Just gonna make some breakfast. Kind of getting things set up so we can make breakfast this morning. I lost my hook. I don't know where my hook went, son of a gun, but we'll make it work. We'll just put our garbage bag right there. How's that sound? That will work. We're just going to be making some breakfast. Let's see, how's that? Oh, there, let's see. Hopefully it's not too bright and glary. We're just going to make breakfast this morning in the old hot rod Prius. Just getting the day started. Goldie, what are you doing, honey? What are you doing, baby? Good morning, Goldie. You want your breakfast? Should we get your food and water out? There you go, baby. Here's your food and water. Let's get the grill. Man, I didn't make my bed this morning. What am I doing? Starting the day before I even get my bed made. Shoot. I better do that real quick, huh? There we go. That's a little better. Not so messy that way. How's everyone doing this morning? I'm just kind of getting the day started. Stayed at this campground last night called Wildcat Den near Muscatine, Iowa. The dog and I. My dog's hanging out right there, just kind of wandering around. Should be a beautiful morning. From doing a little car camping in the old hot rod Prius. My beautiful Toyota Prius that my dog and I camp in. This campground is pretty cool. There's only 4 other campers here, or 4 other campsites, I should say, that are here. And it's $12 a night to stay here. How cheap is that, huh? $12. I love it. We're gonna make some eggs this morning for breakfast. And then probably some sausage. So I need to grab that. And yeah, we camp in this sweet Toyota Prius. But I need to grab my eggs and stuff out of my fridge. I have a fridge up in the front of my car where typically the passenger seat would be in the Toyota Prius. I have my fridge. My fridge and coffee maker are up there. Coffee maker when you're camping, or at least I do anyway. I like, you gotta start the day with coffee. Oh, I better grab my pan. Before I get going too far, I better grab the old pan. My pan and my lid. I like making breakfast on this. This thing works mint. I picked this up like at a Salvation Army at Goodwill. I think I paid like $5 or $7 for this dumb thing. And I use it all the time. I use it absolutely all the time. That's what I made supper on last night. What was that? Not like so. I better check the gas because I know I'm getting low on the gas. Ooh, there's not too much in that one. That'll get us started. I'm gonna finish using it. That'll get us started before I need to switch tanks. Hopefully everybody's having a nice morning. I forgot to bring a pole with me this time, so I'm using one of these collapsible bowls, which kind of sucks, but what do you do? It works. Using a collapsible bowl to eat my breakfast and stuff out of. That's what I had dinner last night out of. It works. Alright, let's grab my eggs, seasoning stuff. I need my butter spray, spatula. Might as well grab the extra gas tank. I use one of these butane cans is what I use for on that little Coleman. Works pretty dang good. Works really good actually. Good morning everyone. If you would like, say hi, say hello. Don't be shy. Alright, let's grab our eggs. Say hi, say hello. 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 I try to interact with everyone as much as I can when I'm cooking and stuff. I try to go back and forth cooking, and then I'll look to see if people are talking about and say hi. Interact with everybody as much as I can. I think I'm gonna have a monster energy this morning. I think that's what I'm gonna have. Coffee. Yeah. Hey Goldie, come on. Come on. Stopped at the dollar store before we left town yesterday, and they have this white pineapple. But you can get this at the dollar store, $1.25. I mean, come on. What are these, like $3 if you go to a gas station or something, unless you order it online? Oh, that sounds just delicious. That's not too shabby. Got some eggs, some cheese. We're gonna cook that up, and then some sausage. So let's get that little stove fired up. I grabbed this instead of butter spray. I was gonna spray the bug spray on my pan almost. Tell me that wouldn't have tasted terrible. Come on, Goldie. Come on. There you go. Come on, sweetheart. You stay over here. Some of that magic. Spray some of that magic butter. The magic butter spray. Good morning, Legendary. What am I making? We're gonna make some, I'll move the camera here. We are gonna make this morning some eggs, some breakfast sausage, some cheese, and then when I fry up my eggs and stuff, I'll scramble them a little bit and throw some mushrooms in there, cut some mushrooms up, throw that in with my eggies this morning. I might cut up a potato. I have a potato too, or I have a bag of potatoes. I might cut up a potato and maybe fry some of them up. But I'll do the sausage first, and then we'll decide from there, I guess. Hopefully everybody's having a nice morning. I'll set this back down so it's not so janky and moving around constantly. Hopefully everybody can see everything okay. So let's get this bad guy fired up. The bugs were terrible last night until it rained for a little bit. Once it rained, it was awesome. It was really good. But if you're new and you've never been to one of my live streams before, welcome. Thank you for joining. I am Brent, my dog Goldie right over there. We car camp, out of a 2009 Toyota Prius that I have set up for car camping. Give you a little, I gotta grab my knife. 1 second. Just give you a little, I'll give you a little rundown of what Goldie and I have in our Prius and why we use a Toyota Prius to car camp out of, or camp in general out of. The biggest reason, oh, hold on 1 second, I gotta grab a paper towel. The biggest reason that we have chosen a Toyota Prius, fuel economy, period, fuel economy. And it's only her and I that are camping out of it. It's not like there's a bunch of us. How many of them do we want? 4 of them? Yeah, 4 of them. But it's only her and I. Laying right over there. Goldie's awesome. My dog's so cool. Good morning, William. How are you? Goldie's just hanging out right over there. But like I was saying, explaining to some others that are watching, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. My dog is cool. Thank you, William. I appreciate that. But just to give you a little rundown of what I have as far as the setup. Prius. Obviously you can see I'm cooking right here. This is where I cook out of, my little swivel table, back and forth. But we have 220 watts of solar power. I have two 55 amp hour AGM batteries, 8 gallons of water I carry with me at all times. I have an air fryer, coffee maker, fridge, 2,000 watt power inverter that runs everything. I don't have any problems. That runs my fridge. Hey, what are you doing? Runs my fridge, my air fryer, runs everything for me. There's a lift. I have a lift kit in the Prius too. We get into some pretty gnarly spots sometimes. Find some cool logging roads like northern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, Michigan. We have a good time. We have a great time, the dog and I. Let's turn this down a little. William, I hope you're having a good day, man. Are you still in Knoxville? Hopefully everybody's having a good day as we're making breakfast. It's a beautiful morning. We're at Wildcat Den Campground in Muscatine, Iowa. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Still in Knoxville. Cool, man. At least you're good, right? At least you're good, brother. I'm going to cut some mushrooms up while them are frying. And I got this sweet swinging table that I put in my Prius. I think I gotta have like $10 or $12 invested into this. This thing's great. Oh yeah, I recently added a fishing pole. My little tackle box. I was thinking about getting a fishing pole for a long time, and I didn't know if I would or not, and I did end up getting one. And I store it. You can't see it, but I have one of those where the Holy S bars in your car. There's one of those netting deals that goes back and forth up there, so I have more like dry storage and stuff like that. It's pretty sweet. If you want me to give you a little tour of the hot rod Prius, just let me know. A couple people say yeah, and I'll give you a quick tour of it. It's pretty sweet, but I gotta grab my cutting board. I'll be right with you. Right back. It's not like I'm going far. I'm not leaving forever. Don't leave me. Sweet. I'm gonna add mushrooms. And I can't forget my cheese this time. Last night when I made dinner last night, I forgot to add the freaking cheese to my meal. Let me tell you how disappointed I was with that because I love cheese. Absolutely love cheese. Where's my little spatula? Had to modify my spatula. I had to cut part of it off so that way it would fit in my drawer for my one cabinet. Shoot. Oh, yeah, for sure. Them are gonna be good. Yes, please, whenever you us, no rush. Yeah, I can give you a tour of the hot rod. I'm gonna cut these up first. I need to turn this down a little more. My sweet little swivel table. This little table here was a super good addition to the hot rod. You probably laugh. How many people call a Prius a hot rod? Not too many. Not too many at all, but that's okay. She is a hot rod. It's my story. Let me tell it. I'm going to tell it the way I want me story to be told. Right? Well, I know where William's at. Where are some other folks from that are watching today? And if you are watching, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm just making breakfast. Just getting breakfast made up. And I try to interact with you and read your comments as much as I can and go back and forth. So if you do have a question, don't be afraid to ask. No such thing as a dumb question, is there? That should be enough eggs. That should be enough mushrooms. That should be enough mushrooms. Now, we could probably get our eggies on. Oh yeah. Let's get these off to the side. It looks like it's kind of leaning a little this way. Maybe we better put that over here. Like so. Oh, here comes a pickup coming in. It's all kinds of cool hiking trails. This morning, Goldie and I were walking around and went and did some hiking down there, watched the morning sunrise. There was a cool spot, and I'll probably have that. I don't know, that'll probably be later, probably the end of the week or the beginning of next week. I'll try to have that up the end of the week or the beginning of the following week. But we were out there and caught the morning sunrise. They had a cool little trail out to it and had a nice bench. I sat there and drank my coffee, and the dog and I just watched the sunrise. It was super awesome. It was a beautiful morning. So we have 2 or 3 eggs. Oh, we better have 3 eggies. Oh, we only better have 2 because then I only have 2 for breakfast tomorrow unless I stop and get some. Running low on eggies. I love eating eggs for breakfast. I eat eggs about every day or every other day probably. And throw that in the garbage. We're just gonna have eggs and sausage this morning. I need my salt and pepper. I need pepper for sure. A little bit of seasoning. Salt and pepper. A little bit of that. A little salt and pepper. You always got to buy the ones that you can grind. That's the best. Hey, come here. Where's my thingamajiggy? In my pocket. I gotta give her a little beep. Then she'll come on over. Come on. No, then she comes. Hey, don't be getting too far away there, young lady. And some of the Longhorn seasoning, I always use this stuff. Not always, I shouldn't say that. I'll buy 1 or 2 seasonings and then I use it until it's gone. You don't have a whole lot of room in a Prius, you know. So when you're in a Prius, you use it till it's gone and then you replace it. Throw these mushrooms on here. Goldie, you're having breakfast now too, huh, babe? Here you over there chomping away. Fry some of these other mushrooms up because I cut too many up for just throwing on the eggs. That's alright. That's what we're going to have for breakfast. I'll show you what this is looking like. Oh, let me go back and read some of this. It is like beauty, eye of the beholder. True, William. Eggs are a great part for breakfast. That is very true. I'm a fan of toast. I don't know if I'm going to have any toast today or not, but that doesn't look too bad for breakfast. Some eggs, some sausage links, throw some mushrooms on there. And before it gets done, I'll add some cheese. I will not forget to add the cheese this time. Yesterday, like I said earlier, when I made dinner last night and I cooked dinner out of the Prius last night, I forgot to add my cheese. And all I can hear is this dang mosquito buzzing by my ear. The son of a beaver. Yeah, we're at a nice little campground. It's called Wildcat Den Campground. I think it's Muscatine, Iowa, I believe, is the location or the physical address of it. I don't know how close it is to Muscatine. Man, I can't believe that gas hasn't ran out. It was almost empty. But I don't exactly know how close it is to Muscatine, Iowa, but that's what the physical address says anyway. And it's super cheap to stay here, $12. Typically, I always try to find free camping wherever I go, but I splurged and I got a campsite last night. I splurged and spent $12. But if you look at it how I look at it, $12, when you get about 39.8 miles a gallon, you get almost miles a gallon. $12 is a lot of traveling in a Prius, and that's why I travel in a Prius. All right, if you want a little tour, let me. Oh yeah, that's gonna be delicious. Let's let that fry up. All right, I can give you a little tour of the hot rod if you would like. The hot rod Prius. We'll start right over here. We'll start on a little bit on the outside, I guess. I haven't done much of the outside, but when I bought this, it was just a standard Prius, typical Prius. But I changed the headlights. I put blacked out headlights in, put different rims and tires. I put a lift kit in it. My sweet little window coverings. This works pretty decent. But these window screens, see, you can see in, but it keeps the bugs out. These are the best. But here is where the passenger seat would be. Let me turn this light on once. If I can figure out where it's at. Where is it? There we go. But this is where the passenger seat used to be in my Prius, and now, like for camping, I can keep wood down there if I want. A couple USB rechargeable fans. I keep some condiments there, mustard, ketchup, hot sauce, and then my salt and pepper goes right here as well. And I have 8 gallons of water, air fryer, coffee maker, some more miscellaneous stuff. My water that I use for making my coffee, because I know exactly on this water bottle how much water I can put in there, so that way I don't overfill the coffee maker when I'm driving down the road. Super convenient for when I'm driving down the road. I can just reach over, pour the water in there, and away I go. Another USB rechargeable fan. I have 3 USB rechargeable fans. You can never have enough air movement. And then right here is where my water comes out. That's my little water spigot deal. And then I was saying earlier, if you were here, that fish netting deal that goes across from side to side that I have extra storage in, and my paper towel holder there. In a Prius, you got to be smart how you got to be kind of smart how you do everything in a Prius, because there's only so much room. So what I like to say is there's a place for everything, and everything in its place. And then down here underneath the platform, I built these storage containers that I use. I have, I think, 5 of them stacked up inside there. Then another storage container. It's got different camping things in it. Extra paper towels. Oh yeah, that clay pot. Are you wondering what a clay pot's for? If you've not seen one of these before, where's Goldie? Oh, there she is. She's over by the picnic table. But if you haven't seen one of these before, I use this clay pot to heat the car when it gets fairly cold. Put that on top of a candle. Put this on top of a candle, and that clay pot gets hot and it gives off a lot of heat. Works great. Works absolutely wonderful for car camping. Yeah, maybe you can see that storage thing that I have up there. Then I have my walking stick, my fishing pole that I just added. And I'm glad I did, because we've went out a couple times fishing, the dog and I. Ooh, what do we got going on here? We better check and see what we got here before we go any further. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm gonna shut that off. And just like that. And then over here on this side, I gotta move this just a smidge, you hear? And then in back here, I have my solar hookup. When I put my solar panel out, I have 2 55 amp hour AGM batteries down in there. If you can see them down in there, I have 2 of them. They're stacked on top of each other, because in a Toyota Prius, the batteries for the start the engine is probably about down here actually. So I have one up here and one down here, stacked on top of each other. Come on, Goldie, get over here. You'll be getting too far away. And this is where my power inverter is. 2,000 watt power inverter. Works perfect. I've never had any issues with that at all. My swing table, I just added this about a week and a half ago. My window coverings I keep in here. Clothes, gym stuff, shower things in there. Then over here on this side, Goldie's side, where she gets in and out. It's not the cleanest. I haven't completely made my bed this morning yet. Then I keep cooking utensils, food in that one, food in that one. And then this lifts up like so. And I keep my dog food here. I keep the grill, the cooking grill there, camping things, more storage down there. Works great the way I have the hot rod set up. And then the driver's seat, nothing super special where the driver's seat is. Well, oh, I forgot to show you my fridge. That is where I keep my fridge, where my air fryer and coffee maker and stuff is. Right in here. So this, my friend, oh, and then in that plastic bag thing, I have like them Trax deals that if you get stuck somewhere or something, you can put underneath your tires, that I use. Good morning, hello. I'm just gonna set this back down so I can, whoop, I need to grab my food and get that stuff plated up. Very neatly organized. Thank you, William. Hello. Good morning, soldier boy. Hello. 12 at 350. Yeah, that's the one. That's the biggest expense is the gas. I mean, that's why I use a Prius. It's so affordable to travel around and see some pretty cool spots. I mean, I've been fortunate enough, if you've seen my live streams or you follow my channel and stuff, I've been fortunate enough to do a lot of traveling, and I've been to 49 out of 50 states. I've been very fortunate. But when I was younger, when I was in my young 20s, I started driving a semi. As soon as I turned 21, I went and drove semi for a while. For many years, I drove semi. And that really put the travel bug in me. I absolutely loved traveling and seeing places. It's not something I do anymore, and I haven't in probably, I don't know, 10 years, 15 years maybe. Yeah, it's probably been 15 years or so since I drove a semi. Oh, I need my eating utensils. Shoot, forgot to grab them. Oh, dang it. Then I did forget to put the cheese on. I was busy yapping and I forgot to put the cheese on again. Ah, son of a beaver. Well, I'm going to tell you something right meow. Yes, I said meow. We're putting cheese on here. I do not care. I'm having cheese on my eggs. If I need to start this bad boy back up and melt the cheese, I 110% will. I do not care. I want cheese. I want melted cheese on my eggs this morning in a chunk for me. I mean, seriously, who doesn't like cheese? If you don't like cheese, I mean, unless you're, what is that, lactose intolerant, you're missing out if you don't get to have cheese or you don't like cheese. I'm telling you, trust me. Trust me. All right, I'm gonna grab my coffee. Ow, son of a, did you hear that? I smacked my knee. My white pineapple monster. $1.25 at the dollar store. At the $1.25 store is what they should call it now, but no sense changing your name now. And then my morning coffee. Usually always have a cup of coffee in the morning. Usually always have a cup of coffee. That's pretty good, actually. White pineapple. It's actually really good. Kind of somewhat. Oh, yeah, for sure that's melting. That makes me so happy. I am so surprised when I was cooking that I didn't run out of gas. And put this back away. Need silverware. Oh, I better shut my light off, I suppose. Where's the on-off thing? There it goes. Oh, that's the bug that's a part of it. That's a nice thing, this little light I have. This little light also is a bug zapper. These things are great. And then when I'm cooking, like if it's later at night, I'll set that bug zapper out. That way it'll zap the bug right in my plate, land in my food. Extra protein. It's good for you. Gotta be good for you, isn't it? All right, let's read some comments and see what we got going here. Hi from Ohio. Hi, Nick. How are you? Hopefully you're having a good day, Nick. It's a beautiful day. I was just making breakfast. Oh yeah, the cheese is melting. Here, I'll show you. For sure, there's enough heat on there. Look at that. My sausage, egg, and mushrooms for breakfast. I'll set my plate or my lid there. I'm gonna plate this stuff up. Oop. Get this stuff plated up and see what it tastes like. Hopefully everybody's having a good day no matter where you're from. It's a beautiful day here. We're in Iowa today. Is where we are at. Oop, gotta turn that on. Where'd she go? There she comes. Come on. Stay over here, honey. You stay over here. You stay close by. What's this? Oh, it's not. Geez, I almost thought that was a tick. It's not though. No, that's just stuff from going through the bushes. All right, Goldie. And then I grab my spoon. I need my fork. Why, you silly goose? I need to grab my fork. Why did I grab a spoon? I grab them both. Or did I not put my fork away last night? Oh no, I did grab it. I set it over here. Shoot. Let's get this stuff on here. Some sausage. The thing I'm missing is bacon. I don't have any bacon. I wish I had some bacon. Sausage, mushrooms, eggs. Oh, for sure. A little cheese. A little excess garbage. Grease. Look how that is quite a bit. You don't have to cover that where the dogs can get to it and lick the heck out of it. Let's, before I do any eating of anything, I'm gonna wash this bad guy, wash this lid, and I'll show you how I wash my dishes in the hot rod Prius, in the old hot rod Prius. Yeah, it's a real hot rod, let me tell you. Water on it later like so. Wash this bad guy up before it cools down. It's easier to clean up. It's still a little warm. Just like that, we have that washed. Better do my lid. Wash this up. Now I don't know this to be true or not, I guess, but as far as I know, I think I have the coolest Prius setup there is. Now maybe not, but in my opinion, I think I have my Prius pretty well organized where everything needs to go. Hey, what are you doing, dog? Let's wash this off, rinse this off. I didn't use it very much other than to cut them mushrooms, but get it rinsed off and cleaned up anyway. Bam. Done. Oop. We're gonna have some hot sauce for the eggs. Gots to have some hot sauce for the eggs. And that is how I do dishes in the hot rod Prius. How I wash dishes in the hot rod. Steve, how are you this morning? Hopefully you're having a nice day, my man. Set this stuff out so it can dry. Throw some hot sauce on the old eggies. Some on the sausage. Yeah, hot sauce. My hot sauce and my ketchup both come from the dollar store. I shop at the dollar store quite a bit. They actually have some really good deals on some stuff. Now, not everything's a good deal at the dollar store, but the majority of their stuff is a good deal. Like you can get sunflower seeds for $1.25 for a bag of big, I think they're called bigs. What the heck are they? Stop before we left. Grab some, yeah, bag of these big sunflower. Oh shoot, big sunflower seeds of sizzling bacon flavor. They're really good. $1.25. Pick them up at the gas station or something like that. They're like $3.50. Unless you get them online somewhere, you get a better deal. But I'm gonna put my cheese away, put my sausage away, and eggs and mushrooms. I'm gonna get this stuff put away. Put in the fridge before I eat. Oh, I only have 2 eggs. I'm gonna have to go to the store. I only have 2 eggs for tomorrow. Love to have eggs. Camping. I like to have eggs in my fridge actually all the time. Got some worms in here. I might go use some fish somewhere. Not 100% sure. Not 100% sure where I'd go if I do. Or maybe I'll take a nap after I get done eating. Who knows? Well, let's try our eggs. See how this turned out. Have a little bit of sausage. Cut some of the sausage up with it. Eggies and mushroom and sausage. That's not a terrible breakfast, is it? I mean, shoot, I like chicken. That's coming from the eggies. A little chicken and a little pig for breakfast with a little mushroom kicker. Oh, for sure. I think what really makes this meal the best is the cheese on the eggs. For sure, dude. Good stuff. William, it is delicious. The only thing, William, you're right. The toast part. That's the only thing I'm missing is the toast. Definitely. Definitely missing the toast. I wish I would have fried some of that up. I could have. Could have just threw it on the pan. I've done it before and browned both sides and threw it into a sandwich and made it into a sandwich. And cut the sausage lengthwise and lay them out kind of flat. That's what I should have done. Shoot. That's okay. It's going to be a beautiful day. Wonder what we can get into today. What Goldie and I will find to do. Yeah, look at that. That's not terrible. Not terrible at all. Good morning. Oh, somebody driving by. It's so quiet here. There's only 4 other sites being used at this little campground. I think there's like 20 spots available here. I think it's like 17, 18, 20, something like that. But there's only 4 other campsites being used. Super nice and quiet. Now I know next to me it says it's reserved, and there's supposed to be 6 people there, but there's nobody there. They were supposed to be here yesterday. It says the check-in was yesterday. Maybe they're coming today, but they're checking out tomorrow. I don't know why they would have reserved it for all weekend long and then not show up. I mean, if you're going to pay for it, I guess why not use it? But it is only $12. It's not the most expensive campground. It has a toilet over there. There's a toilet over there further. And there's this water spigot. Let's see, right over here is a water spigot. There's a couple spots you can get water. I mean, for $12, that's pretty cheap. No electricity, but I have solar. And speaking of, I might set my solar panel up. I should set my solar panel up too. Yeah, I should. This is really good. Really good and inexpensive. Not cheap. If you're interested in car camping and stuff like that, you know, camping, car camping, and doing it cheap, I do it cheap. I do it cheap as I possibly can. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, well, give me a thumb and not the middle thumb either. That thumb. Give me a thumb. Oh, what the hell? Oh, geez, sorry. I didn't mean to say that. My bad. Holy, what do we got for power? We should check. What are we sitting at right here? Oh, no, we're good. Oh, yeah, we're good. Well, maybe I could set the panel up. I think I will set it up. The sun's starting to really come up over the trees, and I can grab some of that power for free, you know? What's for breakfast, dude? Hey, Zach, how are you? I'm good. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. What's for breakfast? We have some eggs, mushroom, cheese, and then some sausage links. And it's pretty dang delicious, if I do say so myself. My dog is hanging out. Gold is hanging out over there. I have my coffee here. Had some of that earlier. That's almost gone. Then I got a Monster Energy. What kind of mushrooms? Store-bought mushroom. I don't know what kind they were, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. Whatever you get in the store. Nothing. They were not portobellos. I know that. But I think I'm going to set my solar panel up and grab some of this sunlight. Let's set this up. Oh, geez. There's my heat deflector that I use sometimes if it's windy, or a wind deflector for when I'm cooking. I'll set that up. I'll show you real quick. I'll set it up here or here on this side, or set it up over on this side to help keep the wind away when I'm cooking. But I just keep that right down here in the old hot rod Prius. Pineapple Monster, they're good, yummy. Oh yeah, they're super duper good. And if you go to the dollar store, they're $1.25 white pineapple, $1.25. You can't beat that, dude. You cannot beat that for that price. Oh, for sure, we're gonna set the solar panel up. I'm gonna set it right up here in front. I'll show you. I'll set the camera down a little bit here. How I do my solar panel. Got 4 panels on it. Works mint. Why not get some of that sunlight, turn it into some power, huh? Set it up about like so. I ordered a bracket. I have a bracket coming. I ordered from that solar power panel, the company that I got that solar panel from. Then it's got a nice long cord on it, which is super duper handy. plug this bad guy in, like so. Take the cord, just run the cord over the top of the car like so. I plug into my solar connector for my regulator or whatever this thing you call it. Look at that. That jumped it up. Sitting here pushing buttons like I know what I'm doing. I don't know a gosh dang thing. Then I take and run the cord through here like so. That way you don't see it over the top of the vehicle. Scratch the vehicle. But that is how I set my solar connector up. Have a good day as well, aliens. How much did I pay for the solar kit? I picked this up off of Amazon. It was on sale. It's a 220 watt panel. And I think I paid about $200 for it. $183 or something like that. It was not expensive at all. Geez, that sun is really bright, isn't it? Maybe I can put this in a better spot. Oh, that's really bright too. Well, about like that. Otherwise it looks really super bright, and if it is, I'm sorry. If you guys have questions or comments, feel free to ask. I'm just doing a little car camping in my hot rod Prius, or what I call the hot rod Prius. Really fresh. You have a nice day as well. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody who stops by and says hello. It's a beautiful Saturday. Beautiful Saturday morning. I need to finish my breakfast so that way the dog and I can go do something. I don't exactly know what we're going to do today. There's a cool mill not too far down the road at this state park, or whatever this place is. I think it's a state park. Go check that mill out. But I was reading a sign up the road a little ways. It said the mill doesn't open. The hours to tour the mill and stuff, they don't open till 10 o'clock. They kind of have banker hours. What, you know, isn't that what they say? The banker doesn't show up till about 10 a.m. and leaves by noon, 3, something like that. Suppose I can get my breakfast stuff put away. Shoot. Get some of my plates and garbage put away. The grill. That's probably cooled down by now. I can get that put away as well. I cannot believe I cooked breakfast on that tank of gas. That thing was almost empty. Oh, now it does sound empty. I mean, I can hear it. I can hear a little bit of the gas going back and forth when I would shake it. So there wasn't a little bit in there, but it wasn't a whole lot. There we go. Gotta lock both sides. Alright, we can put that away. This and this can get put away. This goes down here. This goes down here. Yeah, I keep my pots and pans in the side. On the Prius, they have big storage spots down in here. On each back fender, there's big storage space. So I keep my pots and pans and the lid and stuff like that down in there, the lids for them. I only have like three or four. I don't have a whole lot. Can't really have a whole lot when you're doing the car camping thing like I do in a hot rod. Oh shoot, in a hot rod Prius. Some folks driving by. Better pick up my light. Ah. Oh, it's dirty. Put this in this way. My cutting board, my spatula. Don't need this stuff anymore. My way. That's the one nice thing about using the Toyota Prius for car camping and camping stuff. With the limited room that you need to have it organized, but you kind of have to put everything away immediately so you can keep things organized. Otherwise, it just kind of turns into a huge mess. That, and I like to keep my stuff organized. I don't like to have a mess everywhere. It drives me nuts when things are a mess. It absolutely drives me bonkers. It irritates me. For some reason, it irritates me. Because I really believe that there's a place for everything in its place, all times. No ifs, ands, or buts. Keep your ass organized. The other people are like that. How many of you that happen to be watching, and thank you for watching, I appreciate that. Thank you for the likes, thank you for the follows, thank you for spending some of your valuable time watching me. I really appreciate that. Thank you. But how many others that are watching are like that they like having their stuff organized, and it's just annoying. Hey, Christy, good morning. Have a blessed day. Thank you. I appreciate that. God is good. May God bless you and watch over you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. How many others like to have their stuff organized, or it just drives them bonkers like me? It drives me bonkers. Oh, check this out. This is what I use. Show you this. It's rebar. My friend made this for me, but it's rebar that they use in concrete. As you can see, he welded a ring on here and made it into a T, so I can use this. I stick this in the ground, and this, when I need to put Goldie on a leash somewhere, I have a long rope. It's probably, I don't know, 50 feet, 75-foot rope that I have on here that I can just, depending on how much I want her to have, I just unreel it like this, poof, stick it in the ground. Works tremendously well, and it's super cheap. It was super cheap. It was free for me, but that little bit of rebar isn't very expensive. If you did something like that and you have a welder and you can do something like that, works great. Works super duper good for the dog. All right, let's get these put away. Salt and pepper and stuff. Once I get these put away, I'll come back and then I'll read some of your comments. Hopefully there's some new ones up there, and if there is, I'll read them and respond to them. I like to interact with people that are watching. I do care, so I try to interact as much as I can with y'all. With y'all. Y'all. Yeah, the solar panels just cranking down some juice. That's awesome. Man, I wish I had my glasses. I don't know. I don't even know how to use that solar controller, so I don't know what I'm doing. Thinking like I know what I'm doing. I don't have a clue. How much did the solar panel cost? I did that one. Picnic. Yeah, we're kind of having a picnic in a sweet Toyota Prius. It's a beautiful morning. It's a very nice morning here at this little campground. Not a very big place. Goldie, she's just hanging out. She's watching over. And yes, I do have my solar panel out, grabbing some of that morning energy. Might as well harness some of that energy and put it back into my battery, or into my batteries. I have two 55 amp hour batteries, so I might as well put it some back into it. Nice thing the way I have my solar and battery set up is when I'm driving, the car alternator and stuff recharges my battery, so I should never have an issue. But why start? We might not leave this spot today, who knows? Why start the car if you don't have to, right? But yeah, solar panel sitting there on the windshield help keep some of that light out. Thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate it. Curious where some people are from. We are in Iowa right now. In the great state of Iowa. Just gonna finish up my breakfast. Haven't quite finished breakfast yet. I'm getting there. I've been talking and showed everybody kind of how I have my car set up for camping, my Prius. Now I have it set up for camping. I'm gonna set this back down. Goldie'd probably be better to look at if I can see her. Oh, there she is. Oh yeah, for sure. There's the doggo. Then I can finish eating. You can kind of watch the doggo. Oh, here she comes. What are you doing, Goldie? Hi, honey. Oh, she's my baby. I love her. I love you, don't I? Yeah, I do. I love you. Do you love me? Yes, you do. Baby. I love traveling with her. She's so fun. The dingo ate my baby. That's funny. That made me laugh. Thank you. I appreciate it. Son of a beaver, that made me chuckle. Ah, shoot. Thanks. I appreciate the laugh. The dingo ate my baby. Ah, dang it. I need to finish eating my breakfast. Finish eating my eggs, sausage, cheese, and then I fried up some mushrooms as well. You know, oh, I was just thinking of something. Ah, dang it anyway. Oh, sorry about that. Doesn't have perfect cell phone service here, but I need to wash this bowl up. I don't know what you caught, but I was just talking about these collapsible bowls and stuff and how convenient and handy they are. I don't know if you caught any of that or not. Son of a pickle. Son of a pickle brush. Dang it. And there was like 100 people watching. Shoot. That's too bad. If you were watching and it disappeared, sorry. I didn't notice that it disappeared. I'm just gonna wash my bowl. Get this washed up. Maybe take a little tour. Show you a little bit about this campground where we're at. That's perfect. All right, we can let this sit and dry. Oh, that's a real bummer, man. That bums me out. I didn't realize that it disconnected. I suppose it's not the greatest. It's not the greatest phone service where I'm at. I think I only have like 2 bars. Whereabouts are you? Do you normally stay in campgrounds? No, I normally try to look for as much free camping as I possibly can because I'm cheap and I don't like spending money. But this time I stayed at this campground here, and well, first off, I'm in Iowa. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. I'm in Iowa. I'm near Muscatine, Iowa. I think this place is called Wildcat Den Campgrounds near Muscatine, Iowa, and that's over on the eastern side of the state of Iowa. Um, and this camp, it's actually not too bad a campground. There's only like 18 or 20 spots. Excuse me. It's a smaller place, but it's cheap. It's $12. $12 to camp here. Now you don't have electricity and water at your site, but you have a fire ring and a picnic table, a spot to camp. There's potable water that you can get, so if you need water you can refill your water. There's bathrooms over there. I haven't used the bathrooms yet. I haven't went to check them out, but it does have bathrooms and stuff too. So I mean, it's a decent campground for it's a decent campground for what it is. Yeah, stuff adds up absolutely when you're traveling, and no matter what you're doing, if you're camping here, there, or wherever. But like I like to travel around, so I try to look for as much free camping as I can possibly get. I like traveling around and touring and checking things out. And my biggest expense, I guess, really is gas. It's my biggest expense. That's why I always look for free stuff. But for $12, I didn't think $12 was too bad, so that's why I stayed here last night. I don't know if we'll stay here again tonight. Might stay here again tonight, because there's only four other campsites used up out of the 18 or 20 or whatever that are here. There's only 4 other campsites used. I mean, how sweet is that when you're out camping and it's kind of an empty campground? So I don't know if this place gets used a lot or it doesn't get used, or it's just a slow weekend, but it's a nice place. I mean, like right over there, you can see that building over there. That's where the bathrooms and stuff are. You can take your garbage over there. Up front, there's a spot right, I think it's right there, yeah, that you pay, and it's well maintained. Then it has water. There's potable water, right? There's a spot to get water right over here. I mean, shoot, it's not terrible. The sun's going down. The sun, or not going down, but it's going behind the clouds. It was nice and bright. So I had my solar panel out, grabbing some of that solar, harness some of that energy from the sunlight and use it. But I need to put some of my other stuff away. And yes, I do car camping out of a Toyota Prius. I have a pretty sweet little setup for my Toyota Prius too. Got my firewood down there today. I stopped and bought some firewood. Normally, I don't always carry firewood with me. It's just a lot of extra weight, but 8 gallons of water. Let's see, air fryer, coffee maker. My water is right here. My water. One of my solar, or not solar, but my USB rechargeable fan. More USB fans. Why'd you choose a Prius? The main reason I chose a Toyota Prius to travel in and car camp in is the fuel economy. With everything that I have in here completely loaded, and I have a lot of stuff in here. I mean, a whole lot of stuff in here. With everything that I have in here, I still get 39 to 40 miles a gallon every tank fill up, every time. I go to the gas tank or go to the gas pump. I get about 39 miles a gallon consistently every time. It, it doesn't seem to change much at all. Now, in the wintertime, it'll change. It goes down in the winter because it's colder. But spring, summer, fall, I'm right around 40 miles a gallon all the time. And when you get 40 miles a gallon, it's pretty tough to change to something else. Because I've thought about getting a van and using a van or converting a van. I've been looking at some Fords. I've been looking at the Ford Transits just because I like Ford. And from what I've seen, like Dodges and stuff like that, they seem to rust out really fast. Because I live up north, I live in Wisconsin, so they with the salt and the snow and stuff like that, all the Dodges I see, they rust out within a few years. They're rusting out everywhere, like they're really cheaply made. Chevy, I'm not a fan of Chevy. The spot I work, where I work at, because I do work full time, but when I'm not working, I travel as much as I absolutely possibly can. I travel as much as I possibly can. If I'm not at work, I'm traveling on the road somewhere. I love to travel, but we have a bunch of Chevys for work, and it's like a pop can. It's like a you close the door, it sounds like a pop can. It sounds like a cheap tin can. And myself, I have a Ford. I've stuck with Fords the whole time I've been at this company, and I've always, when it's went to get a new vehicle, they've been buying Chevys, and I'm like, no, I want a Ford. I'll take a Ford because Ford, it's a better built vehicle, period. But I've been looking at some Ford Transits. My brother, he does van camping as well, and he has a Ford Transit, but he's got a low roof run. I don't really want a low roof. I'd rather have a mid roof or a high roof. But it's hard to switch to a van when I get 40 miles a gallon. It's just that fuel economy with the price of gas, no matter what the price of gas is, just the price of gas, period. It's so hard to beat the fuel economy. So that's why it just comes down to fuel economy. Would I like to have more room? Absolutely. I would love to have more room. I would love to have more room for sure. I've never found a campground for under 35 in Canada. Michelle, is that where you're from, Canada? No, I do not live out of my car. I have a home base in Wisconsin. I live in the southwest corner of Wisconsin. Is where I live. Is where my home base is. Michelle, Michael. I think it was Michelle. Now that I think about it, I guess it didn't look that close. Sometimes I should maybe pay attention a little bit more. Oh, let's get the silverware put away. Keep things clean. Try to keep my camp area and campsite clean and neat and tidy. Things I don't need, put away, get rid of them. They don't need to be out. Sounds like campgrounds are kind of expensive in Canada. Well, well, at least here in the U.S. Michelle, sweet. I did have it right. Thank you. um, what was I gonna say? Oh, campgrounds sound kind of expensive in Canada. It's been many, many years since I've been to Canada. I was in Canada. I was young, but we went up there. Um, I went up there with my parents when I was young on a family trip. My parents and grandpa and grandma and some other family members. We went up there. I don't remember how old I was, but I remember it. So that's got to count for something, don't it? Now, I chose to come to Iowa this week, and I don't camp a lot in Iowa. I find Iowa's a rather boring state. I feel like it's a rather boring state myself, but I like going up northern Minnesota when I can along the Minnesota North Shore, you know, north of Duluth, Grand Marais, all the way up towards like Thunder Bay, Canada up there. And I came to Iowa this weekend, about, I don't know, about 5 hours from where I'm from. I should have collapsed this down before I put the lid on. I think it would have been a lot easier. But we came down here this weekend because everything up that way was going to have like 50, 60, 70% chance of rain over the weekend in all kinds of different areas in Wisconsin, northern Wisconsin where I like going, and then Michigan too. I like going to Michigan as well. But everywhere had a lot of rain this weekend. And now it's getting kind of cloudy, and it's almost like it could rain over the next few hours or something. It's cloudy. Yes, I have a dog. That's my dog Goldie. Goldie. Hi, honey. Say hi. Someone was asking about you, sweetheart. Say hi, babies. This is my dog Goldie. She travels with me all over. We've been, like, over the winter time, I went to Florida and we spent 3 months in Florida. I enjoy going to Florida in the wintertime, get out of the snow from that Wisconsin, Minnesota snow and the cold winters. Oh, yes, Michelle, you said something about the monster. Yes, this is a white pineapple monster, and I get these at the dollar store, $1.25 at the dollar store. So if you don't shop at the dollar store, do yourself a favor, because I'm cheap. I'm really cheap. I try not to spend money when I'm traveling. The only thing I try to spend anything on is gas and food. That's it. But Monster Energy at the dollar store, $1 and 2.5 cents. $1.25. So cheap. I don't even know if you can get them on like Amazon for that kind of price. I don't even know, at $1.25 a piece. I don't even know if you can get them on Amazon for that price. Maybe you can. I don't know. I've never looked into it. I've never looked online, I guess, to see if you buy them in bulk. But you got to buy them in bulk. You can. They have different flavors. You can get one for $1.25. You don't have to buy a case or 10 or 12 or whatever. Good stuff. All right, I can put this away. Yeah, did I tell you the story why I'm using my collapsible bowl to eat out of? Because last weekend I went up to Duluth and went along the North Shore a little ways last weekend, and I took some stuff out so I could wash it and stuff like that when I got home Sunday night. And once you know it, I forgot to put it back in my car. And I didn't realize that until last night, once I got to where I'm at and was cooking dinner. I went to grab my plate, ready to put my food on my plate, and no plate. So thankfully, I have these collapsible bowls. I carry them in one of these containers. I'll show you. I like to keep everything organized. You know, I've said that. Place for everything and everything in its place. But use these little containers for camping. Works great for holding stuff, and it's waterproof. So if you leave it outside overnight, it's not going to wreck anything that's inside of it. I have, I think, 4 more of these inside the car. But thankfully, I have these with me. Different sizes. Thankfully, I do, because otherwise I would not be. Well, I guess I'd just eat out of the pan. But yeah, I have a bunch of these in the car. Some that have like screws and nuts and bolts and stuff like that, zip ties. One has my drill and drill bits and different screwdrivers and different things like that in it. Super handy. One has my stuff if I need to refill water when I'm traveling. I'm not sure what kind of type of well it is or whatever. I put my filter on there, put the old RV filter on there, and we'll run the water through there. Here, I'll show you that one too. What the heck? What the heck? Why not? Where is it? this is the one I have with my different like drill bits, little Milwaukee drill. Check this out. I found this on a job site one day at my job. I found this nice Milwaukee drill. It was in a ceiling. I was doing some work in a ceiling, and this was up inside the ceiling above the false ceiling. Who knows? It was at a fire station. I was doing some work at a local fire station. It was in the ceiling. I'm like, oh hey, I'll definitely take that. But these things are so handy. It keeps everything organized, keeps everything neat. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Look, my one with the water filter. This is the one with my water filter that I use sometimes. Yeah, it's just one of those marine RV water filters, and then I put one of these on there, and that goes on there like that, and that hooks up to the water source. Then I can run a garden hose off of this one, or fill this one, or whatever. I have the put that Y on there like that, so I can use it different things. But just other miscellaneous things, you know, spotlight, headlight, rechargeable. You got to have, everything's got to be rechargeable. It's just got to be. Like a bunch of bungee cords, little clamp. I need to keep, oh, that's a big one. I don't like having the big ones out. I like the small ones. The small ones are super handy. And the duct tape. Gotta have duct tape. You can never have enough duct tape in life. Duct tape is the best. Oop, better put these bungee cords in there. Almost forgot. But, place for everything. Everything in its place. Nice and neat. Super handy. All these containers. I picked these containers up from the Menards store. Where's that store? Oh. Better not throw that away. There's a nut there. Not bolt. A nut. I'm not talking me either. I'm not talking me either. I'm talking a nut that goes onto a bolt. Wonder what that's for. But I picked them containers up at a local hardware store where I'm from called Menards. Not that. Menards, the hardware store, you know, buy lumber, kind of like a Home Depot, like a Lowe's. Let's see, what do we got here? Hello, everybody. Overland camping or house free living? Overland camping. Out of a Toyota Prius is what I use. Is a Prius your daily driver too? No, it's not my daily driver. This is just set up for strictly for car camping. I mean, I do use it quite a bit when I'm home, but most time when I'm home, I'm always working. And if I'm not working, I'm traveling. But when I'm home and working, it's the work vehicle pretty much I use driving around. Going to have a heart attack drinking that shit. Oh, that's okay, Rocky. We're all going to die eventually, right? You know, I mean, shoot. I'm addicted to Monster in Canada. I get 4 for 10. Oh, that's not a terrible price, but $10, geez Louise. I'm clearly new. Well, thank you, Michelle. You got a puffers. All right, I'm all caught up now. Yeah, we're just car camping out of a Toyota Prius is what I do. It's awesome. I love it. With my doggo. With my dog. Where did my dog go? She was right over here, sitting here. Uh-oh, we better beep her. I hear her. Here she is. Oh, here she comes. See, I'd like to take that camp spot over there, kind of in them trees and stuff, but it says it's reserved. Unfortunately, at a gas station, single monster, $4.39 plus 13% tax. Hey, is that like a flat tax? I'm not sure. Straight across the board, flat like a flat tax, or how's that work for Canada? I guess I'm not familiar with how your system works like in the US, you know. Thank you for watching though, everyone. I appreciate it. My dog and I are doing a little car camping. Hanging out at our little campsite, doing some relaxing. Get away. I try to get away on weekends as much as I can. Get away from people, get away from the city, get away from society. and just kind of disconnect from everything. Ooh, we're getting low on coffee. Might have to make another one. But if not, we'll have that. Ooh, I better shut this door. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I almost go for a nap. Really looks like it's gonna rain. Shoot. I hope it doesn't. That's why I came down here to Iowa to get out of it. We have the highest tax. Oh, Ontario. Ooh, depending on the province. Oh, no shit. Okay. Um, do you ever considering moving then, since you have such a high tax in that area, or is that pretty consistent throughout Canada? The different provinces. I think that's what they call them, don't they, in Canada? Provinces. I hope that's right. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's what they call them. I'm not sure. Canada's beautiful. There's a couple people out of Canada that I follow on YouTube, like Foresty Forest. Dude, super duper. I've been following him for years. He's awesome. From I've been following him for, oh man, since he used to ride his bike. And then the minivan, now the other van, and Chrome on Van City Van Life. Follow him. He's fun to watch. He just had a birthday. He just turned 50. The big 5-0. I think it was yesterday. I think. You see, I watched a little YouTube last night. He was doing a 50th birthday live stream. So I believe his 50th was yesterday. Good morning. I'm just here vibing. Hey, good morning. I'm just here vibing TV. How's it going? How's Miami province? It's cheaper elsewhere, but I can't take my daughter from her family. I'm kind of stuck. Oh, that stinks. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you don't want your daughter losing out on family time with others. It's nice to have family around. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just here vibing TV. We're out doing some car camping. We're at a campground down in Iowa today is where we are. Got the old solar panel out. All right, getting ready to go run some errands. Nice. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I just have the solar panel out. We're at this little campground. There's only 4 other campers here, or 4 other campsites being used. There's more campers. Like there's a group, I don't know, I think there's 6 of them in that little group over there on the left. There's a guy and his dog over there, and there was a lady, just a single lady. You can kind of see the tent right up there. There's a little tent, but there was a lady yesterday when I got here reading a book there. But there's only 4 sites being used at this place. It's pretty awesome, and it's cheap. $12 to camp here for the night. And I put the solar panel out earlier because it was really nice and bright and sunny, and then the sun went behind the clouds. It got all cloudy and stuff, so I'm probably not getting dirt for any solar power because I'm parked under this tree, so I have shade. So I'm probably not getting dirt for solar power. That's okay. I have a bracket coming. I ordered for my solar panel that I can just set it, instead of setting it on the hood, I'll be able to set it in front of the vehicle, like up in here. I'll be able to set it on the ground out there. I'll be able to move it out. I'm going to get some more wire, order an extension wire, so that way if I need to, if I'm parked in the shade, I can run it like in this area or something and set the panel out on the bracket. So hopefully sometime next week, that bracket will be coming. So it'll be ready for the following weekend, so I can go camping. I try to go camping every weekend if I can. If I'm not working, you'll find me out camping somewhere. Hello. Hello, Jan. How are you? How is everybody doing? Thank you for stopping by for a little bit and spending some of your morning with Goldie and I, with the old doggo and I. Just hanging out. I'm just here vibing. Did you make breakfast already? Yes, I did. I made breakfast already. We, for breakfast, we had, oh, I'm going to sit down. For breakfast, we had 2 eggs, sausage. Hi, how are you, Goldie? We had 2 eggs. We had 4 sausage links, and then I cut up some mushrooms, put in the egg, and then melted some cheese over the top. Yes, I did have breakfast already, and it was super duper good. I think the best part was the cheese, because yesterday when I made my meal last night, I forgot to put the cheese on. And I love cheese. Man, I love eating cheese. I would eat cheese every meal if I could. If it didn't do that one thing to you, kind of bind you up. Foot. You know, it binds you up, and then you can't let things loose, if you feel me. You feel me? Nothing like getting the morning going with a nice monster and some coffee. A little caffeine with a little more caffeine. Morning caffeine with a caffeine kicker. Good stuff. Yes, it was a good breakfast this morning. I'm vibing TV. Don't forget the cheese. That's right. Dog is beautiful. Thank you, Jan. I appreciate that. I'm from Los Angeles. Wonderful. I'm a fine bro, new subscriber. Hey, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for subbing. If you did sub, I thank you very much and appreciate that. What a nice, peaceful place. Wow, amazing. It's super, super duper peaceful here. I think there's like 18 or 20 campsites, and there's only 4 other campers here, and they're over on that. So I've got this whole other half to myself and the dog. Right, Goldie? Thank you for the likes and follows, everyone. I appreciate that. You fish often? I try to, not really. I mean, I just picked up a fishing pole. I've been wanting to add a fishing pole for a long time, and I don't know why I never have. I just never, for some silly reason. Oh, here's the DNR. Guys, I wonder, I better get the dog on a leash. Guys, get in trouble. Come here. We better put you on this until he leaves. Once he leaves, then you'll be all right. You don't bother anybody, do you? You're a good dog. Stay here. What I was saying about the fishing pole, I was thinking about adding a fishing pole for a long time. I just never did. And one of the reasons I really never did is I had been looking for one that would kind of collapse down or fold into it, but I couldn't find a decent one that I liked. So I just went to Walmart one day, the stupid Walmart that it is, you know, you feel me? But I just went to Walmart and found one that it comes apart in half, and then I put rubber bands. That's the word I was trying to think of. I put rubber bands on each end to hold it together, and then I put it up above. I can show you where I keep it. I'll show you here. 1 second. Grab this. I'll keep it in the car. In the car I keep it because I have this netting that I use for extra storage, but you can see the handle right there. I just have it stored up there, and then it sticks out just a little bit up front. Right, let's see, right up there, you can see it. It sticks out a little bit there. Not terrible, but I don't know. I've done some fishing with it. I haven't done a whole lot of fishing. I went fishing the other day. There's the DNR. Everybody wave, say hello, say good morning. Good morning. Nice guy. Um, I don't have a, I haven't done a lot of fishing with it quite yet, but I'm sure I will once we get to more spots. How's it going today?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Hey, be nice.
All that.
Hey, stop, honey. Be nice, baby. Thank you. I thank you for letting me know that he's here.
All right, sir. Have a great day.
Hey, you as well. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's a beautiful day. Yeah, nobody's.
Looks like we could get some rain.
Yeah, it does. It does look like that. Nobody showed up for that one quite yet. Maybe they'll show up today. Hopefully not. It's a nice spot. I'd like to back right into them trees.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's one of the most popular ones, spot 5. So
Oh, for sure. All kinds of shade. Don't need a lot of shade today, but
I know. Maybe this afternoon though, right?
well, yeah, maybe. This morning was really it was bright. That's why I put the solar panel and stuff out.
Yeah,
It was really nice. But
yeah. That's cool. That's a great idea. You know.
yeah, for sure, absolutely.
I wish the solar panels in the restroom worked. So I've heard the light comes on at night,
Oh,
but for
Don't
whatever
laugh.
reason it doesn't power the exhaust system to kind of help with the smell. But
huh?
yeah, I think there's just enough tree cover maybe
Yeah.
there where it doesn't function properly.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
You
Well,
bet.
all right.
Thank
Have
you
a
very
good
much.
day.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Come on, Goldie. Come on. What I was saying about my fishing pole is I haven't done a lot of fishing with this yet. I do like to fish though. I enjoy fishing. I enjoy fishing a lot. I have a boat. I have a boat when I'm at home. If I want to go fishing, I can take my boat out. I just have a little flat bottom boat that I take the dog and stuff out on. Right, honey? Right, baby? Oh, yes. She's a great dog. I love her. I love hers. Oh, yeah, that's the spot she likes right there. Oh, yeah. Good girl. Oh, let's see. What a nice and peaceful place. Wow, amazing. It is super nice and peaceful here. It absolutely 100,000% is super nice and peaceful here. I love it. Don't forget the cheese. Yeah, don't forget the cheese. You got to have cheese on your meal. That's for sure, right? All right, I think, let's see. I've read that one. I think I've answered all the stuff. If I missed your question, if somebody asked a question and I missed it, I'm sorry. You can ask again. I try to interact as much as I can when I'm doing what's your plan for today. Well, I think I'm gonna go check out. There's a historic site not too far from here that has a mill that runs off the water. There's a creek not too far from here that the mill runs off of. That I suppose back in the late 1800s, 1900s, somewhere in there, I would guess, when that mill was running, I believe. I'm not sure what the name of it is yet until I get there, but that didn't open until 10 o'clock. There's not a whole lot we can do until 10. I don't even know what time is it here. Let me see. Maybe it's getting close to a time. Oh, it's only 8:40. Yeah, it's going to be a little while before that opens up. Like there's an old, really, I've seen a couple pictures, but there's an old house there and the mill and stuff that you can take tour of that I'm going to probably go check out today and hopefully record that so I can use it to make a new video for the tube for you folks that you can check out and watch. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the likes and follows. Thank you very much. I appreciate all that very much. I just enjoy car camping, and it's something I enjoy, and I know other people enjoy it as well. And some people aren't able to get out and travel and see things and enjoy camping as much as maybe they would like to. So why not share it with everybody? Why not? Share it. Share and share alike, right? Hey Goldie. Me and front of the car over on this side, honey? Hey, oh, there you are. Yeah, you're in front of the car. You're watching the DNR guy, aren't you? You're watching that DNR guy. Now, I have a question for y'all that are watching that have your volume on, whether you're watching it on your phone or your computer or your TV at home. Can you hear me? You must be able to hear most of what I'm saying. Can you hear me well? Because I'm using my earbud, one of my Raycon earbuds, because it has a mic and it's noise canceling, so hopefully it doesn't pick up background, like a lot of background noise and stuff like that, but hopefully it comes through and you can hear me good. If not, you're just gonna have to let me know, and I thank you. If it is bad, please let me know. I was thinking about ordering a lapel, one of those, I think it's called the lapel mic or whatever, that you can button onto right here. But if this sounds fine with my earbud, I mean, if that sounds fine, I'll just use this stupid thing, because why spend the money when you already have something? Being cheap and I try to be as frugal as possible with traveling and everything. I'll just keep this and not get anything else. So please let me know in the comments, please. I would appreciate that. Yippee-yo. Yippee-yo, obop, shabam. Loud and clear. Sweet, thank you. I appreciate that. Do you speak English? No, hey Brian, I speak Spanish. Come on. I'm a Spanish speaking fella. Come on. Can't you tell? That was good. That white pineapple, that was a good Monster Energy drink. That's pretty decent. I don't know what it's made out of. The rest of it, what it's made of, is probably garbage for you and eating you and killing you from the inside, but it was good. I mean, I'll have it again. Trust me, I'll drink it again. Throw that bad boy away. I wish. What do we got going on here? February 21 Celsius. I don't know. I was trying to figure out, I don't remember what I did with the owner's manual for that solar panel. I suppose I could find it from the manufacturer's website. But I was trying to figure out how to run that controller so I could see how much power it's actually bringing in. I know it does show that somehow, but I don't remember how to do it. I don't remember how to be able to tell, but that's all right. I gotta try that flavor. Yeah, I'm just here vibing TV. Try it, it's really good. I know you can get them at the dollar store, because that's where I buy them from, the dollar store. So I know you can get them there for a big $1.25. Come on. Oh, we better get the dog. We gotta have the dog in here. We gotta have Goldie. She wants to be on the camera too. Yeah, then it's got the bathrooms. You can see that building over here. Let's see. Right over there you can see bathrooms at this campsite. Or at this little campground, like 18, 20 spots or whatever. It's sweet. What kind of dog? I'm not 100% sure what she is, to be honest with you, because I'll tell you a story how I ended up with her. My dog before her, my dog before her was a Pomeranian Yorkie, just a little dog, 5-6 pounds is all Copper was. My other dog, his name was Copper, but he actually got run over vehicle one day. That was a bummer. I had Copper a long time, probably 8 years. 8, 9 years, I bet. Something like that. I had Copper a long time. He was an awesome dog. But I spent about a year looking for Goldie before I found her, but I didn't find her. She found me. And I found her looking on Craigslist. I picked her up from somebody else. I picked her up from a lady, and she was moving. And where she was moving, they didn't allow dogs there. So, and it was I think it'll be 2 years now that she's been with me. This August, 24th, 25th of August, I think, somewhere right in there. I'd have to look. 24th, 25th, near the end of the month, here in August, I've had her 2 years. Goldie's been with me. And she was like 7, 8 months old when I picked her up from this lady. And so I adopted Goldie from another person. She's been a super good dog. She's such a good dog. I'm not exactly sure what kind of dog she is. I don't know. I'll show you. I'll get you a little closer. Pomeranian biker. Hey, how are you? No, I'm not in Wisconsin. I'm down in Iowa. That's Goldie. She's like, yeah, I'm out of here. Whatever, dude. I don't want to be on that camera. Oh, she's got her stick. I'm not 100% sure what she is. I know she's a really cool dog. Check out Lewis and Clark Lake, Yankton. Hey, I've been to Yankton before. I used to haul cattle to Yankton. There used to be at one time butcher plant there, a kill plant for cows, make some hamburgers and stuff. Eat that beef. It's what's for dinner. There. Dirt biker. Have a good breakfast. We already made breakfast. Goldie and I had breakfast already. Had some eggs and sausage, cheese, mushrooms. It was really good. It was a good breakfast. She's just gonna chew on her stick. I think she must know when the camera shows up and gets on her, because then she moves. Let's see what happens. Maybe she won't. That's right, Camp Stockman's. Justin, is that right? There's I know there's a river. What river? Is that the Red River that flows through there? What river is that goes through Yankton? Or is it a creek? I thought it was a river. Because I can remember, it's been a long time since I've been up that area, Yankton, South Dakota area. But there was a bridge, and it was fairly new at the time. You would cross when you were leaving or coming into town. Used to be a gas station on one side of it too. Oh, that's Missouri, where you're camping. Sweet. Goldie's my sweet looking dog. Pomeranians are great dogs, for the person that did say that. I love that dog so much. She was so good. Wasn't she, Goldie? You never got to meet Copper though. That was before your time. Right, honey? Well, shoot. Wonder, I suppose I should get out of here. It's 9 o'clock. How many states have I visited? Well, I've been to quite a few states. I've been to 49 out of 50 states. And the only one I haven't been to is Alaska. And I've been working for a little bit on planning a trip to Alaska. I want to drive it, is what I want to do. Preferably drive. And I want to do it in the hot rod. I think that'd be awesome, in the hot rod, driving to Alaska from Wisconsin. I think that'd be sweet. That'd be a fun trip. But I think I'm going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Goldie, there's somebody over there walking to the bathroom. Leave him alone, Goldie. She's a good watchdog. She lets me know when there's people around. She barks. She'll bark at them. She would never do anything. She's such a good dog. I beep her with her collar and she comes running right away. Oh, I'm sure people buy cars. Some up here, Alaskan here. Hey, hello, Alaskan. I've been trying to put a trip together. I want to go to Alaska. I'm shooting for next year to drive up there in the hot rod Prius. People buy cars, sell them up here for profit. Oh, I'm sure. I suppose they bring cars from down south and bring them up there. Would be my guess. I bet, huh? I think the old hot rod Prius would make it. I mean, it's got an 1.5-inch lift kit in it. You should be able to tell a little better when it's like that. Yep, cars at dealerships don't carry. Okay. I think the hot rod Prius would make it to Alaska. I would make a couple more modifications if I did drive the Prius to Alaska. I'm going to set the phone down and stand behind it and talk. Hold on. How's that? Is that better? Hopefully that's a little better for everybody. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. Thank you for the follows and the likes as well, everyone. Yes, I have been to Canada. The Alpine Highway is a great drive, supposedly. Haven't done that one yet, have you? I would need to make a couple modifications. I have one spare tire. I would put another spare tire, so I would bring 2 tires and more gas. I haven't 100% figured out how I would do it. I don't know if I would put a hitch on, add like a hitch. I don't know if I would add a hitch down here and put something. I seen another Prius, and I've been thinking about doing this, but my Prius is so stealthy I can camp anywhere in this thing. When the solar panel and my screens and stuff on, it just looks like a normal Toyota Prius. But I've been thinking about putting a hitch on and then putting a swing, so it's a swing arm that would come over here, like to here, and have a storage container, have like a box built that would be waterproof and stuff. And then I could have my cooking on top of that. Then I could bring an extra tire with and some extra gas. But if I did that, then it kind of takes the stealthiness away from my car. Because like I went last winter, Goldie and I went to Key West, Florida, and we stayed down there for like 3-4 days or whatever. It was something like that. We stayed, and they don't. It's hard to find spots to stay down there. They don't like people staying down there in vans and cars and stuff like that, which is understandable. Whatever, to each your own. But when I didn't have my window screens on and stuff like that, so it would give it away, and I didn't cover my front windshield. I just slept right in local neighborhoods, 0 problems at all. But without my screens and stuff on, like if you look at it, I don't have anything on top. I have my solar panel out right now, but without that other stuff, without that stuff on, you'd never know anybody's camping in here. I really don't want to add anything, whether it be to the top or the back. I've thought about going on top as well, but from the stuff I've talked with some other people and just kind of reading online what the fuel economy, you lose either way, you're going to lose fuel economy. It doesn't matter. Either way, you're going to lose some, but the less you lose, the better. Key West is pretty awesome. Yeah. No, there was a storage um, rack thing you can get. I don't want a tall one like you see everybody. There's a company that makes them that it's a low profile one and it goes right along. It's streamlined right with the top of the car. And it looks really cool. It's got a cool look to it as well. And the way theirs is built, I don't think it would take up a lot of, I don't think it would use a lot of battery power. Or I mean, not battery, but I don't think it would kill my gas mileage too much. Um, Quality of life edition. Oh yeah, I'd have to have Starlink. Yeah, I would have to get a Starlink if I was going to make that trip. And I would, just to make sure I would be able, because if something happens, you're going to want to be able to have some sort of communication along the line somewhere. Yeah, Starlink would definitely be needed. I mean, my phone runs off Verizon. I use Straight Talk for my phone. But I would I would definitely have to get satellite with Starlink for sure, just so I can have some sort of communication. Hey, what are you doing, Goldie? Hey, come here. You stay over here. Hi, honey. Hi, babies. Hi. Yeah, Alaska will be a trip. I really would like to do it. See, it's so hard. The one thing that really complicates things for me going to Alaska is the simple fact that my busy time of year for what I do for work and stuff is spring, summer, and fall. Winter times I slow down and I'm able to take a lot of time off in the winter. And other people in the company where I work, they can work or they have the ability to work where I can take more time off. That's the hard thing. Wintertime is my slow time, and spring, summer, fall when it's the best time. Summertime when it's the best time to go to Alaska is when I'm the busiest at my job. So it makes it super, super busy for me to get away and do that. Good morning. Hello. How are you guys? Good. Thank you. Beautiful day. Beautiful morning. So that's the tough for me, getting away and making that trip to Alaska. That's my biggest issue that I have. But I will get there. I will make that trip. I will definitely make that trip to Alaska. I'm trying to do it next year, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it next year. It might be another year. It might be 2 years. I don't know. I really want to go. It's so beautiful from the different people that go to Alaska and the different YouTubers that I follow. Like, is it Wandering Aimlessly or Aimlessly Wandering? They have a Chevy van. I've been watching their stuff, and they've been up in Canada lately with the videos that you see on YouTube. Chrome with Van City Van Life, he's been up there. He was just up in, let's see, not where was he? In the Yukon. Cool little town in his latest videos. You'll have to go check it out. Van City Van Life, Chrome, and then his dog Cruzy Bear, Cruise. They, gosh dang, I wish I can remember. They're up in the Yukon somewhere. Super cool videos in this town, old mining town. And Foresty Forest following him, and Louis. Louis. There's a bunch of people I follow that are from Canada, that BC area, and different parts of Canada. Beautiful, but they've been kind of up in Alaska, and it's so pretty up there. Gosh, it's so pretty. But the videos that I've been seeing, that I've been watching, is from like when they were up there this summer, so they're a little older. But oh man, it's so beautiful. And that's the best time to go, is that spring, summer, fall, and that's my busiest time of year for me to get away from work. That's why, like now, when you see me like doing lives and car camping and stuff like that camping, it's typically on the weekends because I'm always working during the week. So busy. But no matter the time of year, it's just good to get out, camp, be outdoors, enjoy the outdoors. Just being outside's awesome. Good for the body, good for the soul. That fresh air, get out of the city. Because I live in a city, actually. My home base is in a city, unfortunately. But I try to get away as much as I possibly can. The dog and I get out of the city so you can enjoy life. There's more to more to life than just a rat race of living in a city. Let's see. You can fit another person. Um, you think you can fit another person in there? No. My Prius is for me and the dog, for the dog and I, and that is it. It's not for another person. Another person wants to go, you're gonna have to have your own vehicle. That is for sure. Prius is a good car. Toyota makes cars that last long. I drive a Camry. Yeah, Priuses are awesome. Toyota in general is a great, reliable vehicle. It really is. No matter what, they last forever. You take care of them, keep the oil change the injectors. Timing. You take care of it. It'll take care of you. It's no different than what you put in your body to eat. You put a bunch of garbage and sugar and just garbage food. Well, you're probably gonna look like garbage. Just saying, and that's a fact. You eat healthy, you eat decent stuff, well, you're probably going to be a little healthier in life and more than likely probably live a little longer, I would say, just in general from common sense thinking. But Toyotas make great vehicles. This is the second Prius I've had, and when I stopped driving my other one, and the other one still runs to this day, it still runs and it's still driven. Had over 400,000 miles. I think it was almost like 450,000 miles on my other Prius. And it was still the same motor, different battery, obviously, but the same motor. And that one still runs. And this one just turned like 246,000. This one is now at 246,000 right now. So hopefully it'll make another 200,000. I know before, because like this winter, Goldie and I are going to go to, where are we going this winter? Well, we're going to go to Arizona this winter for a couple months and tour around and just check out Arizona, check out the sights, and get out of the cold basically and get out of the winter. But I'm going to do I'm going to do a bunch of maintenance. Like I did the ball, or not the ball joints, but the wheel bearings. I did both front wheel bearings a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to do the ball joints on both sides. I'm going to do the CV joints. I have them at home. I'm putting new shocks and struts in it. I have the parts at home. Bought all the parts online from Rock Auto. If you have time, and I would highly recommend using Rock Auto, rockauto.com. In no way, shape, or form does this, I don't get anything from them guys, but if they wanted to, thanks, appreciate it. Yippee, old bop shabam. But from buying them from the local parts store in town, the franchise, O'Reilly and AutoZone, the franchise parts stores or whatever, the Napa and stuff like that, I order them from Rock Auto because I can wait. It's not a big deal. It's been about 50% cheaper ordering from Rock Auto than it is buying them locally in town where I live. Of course, I'm going to buy them online. Cheap. I'm going to buy them from rockauto.com. But I'm going through and doing a bunch of maintenance on it right now just to make maintenance. You do a little maintenance and it'll last you a long time. That's any vehicle, really, how you take care of it. As I'm flabbering on, see where am I at here, trying to read comments and commenting with you guys. I appreciate you watching, and thank you for the likes. Yeah, summer is the best time to go. Oh, for sure. Oh my God, people, what part of Iowa are you in? Oh my God, people. I'm near Muscatine, Iowa is where I'm near. Oh yeah, Truck House Life. I watch him too. Yep. I think that's if that's the same one, that's the guy that I believe that's the guy that has the Ford pickup with like the log cabin looking thing on the back. I think that's who that is. I believe. Yeah, if it is, yes, I watch him. Absolutely. Yep, that's him. Yeah, dude, for sure. Yeah, I watch him on YouTube. I follow him as well on Instagram. You can find us on Instagram too. We're on there. I don't use Instagram a whole lot. I don't really know a whole lot about Instagram and how to use it too much. I mainly I'll put pictures or maybe a short video up every once in a while, but a lot of times it's just a picture or two, a couple times a week maybe. But yes, that truck house life guy, dude, man, he's a pretty cool guy. I would like to meet some of them people. That's why I'd so like to get to Canada and Alaska. There's a lot of people I'd like to meet that I watch on YouTube, and maybe someday I'll be able to. Hopefully someday, maybe. You never know. You never know where roads will lead you in life. But he's a good YouTuber. He's fun to watch. I enjoy that. My window screen's coming up a little bit. I'm gonna put this down. Both sides. There we go. Gotta keep the window screen down. I could almost go for maybe another cup of coffee. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. The neighbors are finally up and moving. Oh, you've seen them on the road randomly. That's cool. Have you ever you've met them, seen them passing on the road? Have you ever met them and chatted with them or anything like that? Oh, there's some people. The neighbor folks are up and moving around now. I think Goldie and I, when my dog and I, now granted we're on Central Time, but I think it was 4:30 when we got up this morning and started doing some things. I was trying to figure out. I bought a new tablet because when I do my YouTube videos and editing and stuff like that, I've been doing everything just on my phone, and fat fingers kind of make it hard to do stuff. And I didn't have a stylus or one of those pen things to write on your phone or whatever. So I bought a tablet. I bought the Galaxy 9 Plus thing. I don't know. It had a really good rating, and it wasn't a terrible price. So I'm gonna use that for editing YouTube videos and stuff and posting. But I was trying to figure out my hotspot because I have mobile hotspot data or whatever you call it. I'm not good with technology, not at all. I'm just not. I didn't pay attention to that when I was younger. Of course, when I was younger and growing up, computers were just starting. Computers were just starting, and the internet wasn't around when I was a kid until a little later. But I didn't pay attention to that stuff. I wish I would have. But that's all right. Who knows? Goldie, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's a bee. Get out of there. Yeah. Trying to bite this bee. Leave the bee alone. Bee ain't doing nothing to you, you silly goose. Son of a gun. What's your favorite coffee flavor or brand? Oh, geez, I don't know. I don't really. I don't know. Coffee is what I like. Stronger the better. I don't really put creamers in my coffee or anything like that. But I like dark, strong black coffee. Goldie, leave that frickin' bee alone. There's a bee sitting there, and you're trying to bite it. Leave it alone. I don't know why you gotta dink with the bee. Finish your breakfast. You haven't finished your breakfast yet, Goldie. Hard to miss him. Never chatted. Yeah, I'm sure it is hard to miss that truck life guy. for that big old thing. I think it's a diesel. Yeah, it is a diesel pickup there, but it's hard to miss that big thing. And then when he's got his log cabin on the back of there, yeah, it's pretty tough to miss him. Very true. It is tough to miss him. Well, I think we're going to end this live stream. The place that we can go tour, the mill and stuff opens at 10. Finish putting stuff. I got a little bit of stuff to put away. Finish making my bed. I haven't completely made my bed and stuff. Finish making that. Get ready to put the solar panel and stuff away. Looks like it's going to be cloudy, and I'm parked under a tree anyway. And if we're going to be taking off to go see that mill and the old house, I better get off this live stream. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the likes and the follows. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. I hope you had a good morning, and make it a great day. Be kind to one another. Say hi, and hopefully they say hi back to you. Be nice to someone today. Try something different instead of being a D-bag. And we can all be D-bags. I can be a D-bag too. Everybody can. But I hope everybody has a good day. Goldie, she's over here dinking with that bee again. Hopefully everybody has a good day, and thank you very much for watching, and thank you for the likes and follows. You guys have a great day. Bye.